Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come join me on this quick live. It'll probably take about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. If we haven't connected already, my name is Matt Collins. I'm a executive fitness coach and consultant. I've been doing this for 11 years now. I've been working out for 22 years, so I have a lot of experience in the health and wellness space, but especially as it pertains to executives, CEOs, busy professionals, and high performers in general, helping them get into shape, build muscle, get out of pain, lose fat, whatever they need in order to get them the desired results and make sure that we eliminate any kind of bullshit that comes along the way. Today, we are going to go over strategies, tips, and tactics that I provide for my clients that will help them navigate their busy schedules, especially when they're traveling. So I'm sure many of you busy professionals can relate. When you travel, shit hits the fan, and quickly your health and fitness regimen goes out the window. So I'm going to help you learn some tips and tactics on how to navigate that, but also how um, I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that currently on my trip to San Diego this weekend. So in general, most of us will kind of have blinders. And real quick, sorry for this the flight tap right here. Might be a little bit loud. But most of us will kind of have blinders on when we're making decisions when we're traveling. We'll try to, eat as best as we can, minimize the damage as much as possible. But it's super, super important for us to take a 30,000-foot view from above, a bird's eye view, so we can make decisions and think about pre-acting as opposed to reacting. If we do that, we're going to be having a much better visual of the overview compared to what most people do, and just take bits of pieces and have those blinders on, like I mentioned. So we can do certain things like overall we're thinking about what things we're struggling with. Typically, when we're traveling, we struggle with hydration, we struggle with getting enough sleep, getting workouts in, we struggle with making healthy choices at the airports, all these different kinds of things. And oftentimes we're just trying to do the best as we can. But if we think about it beforehand, take some time, maybe 10 minutes the day before to think about where we're going to be going, what options we're going to have, we can make a lot better choices and have a lot better success with that. So thinking about hydration, when we're flying, when we're driving, we're typically going to be dry by the end of that flight, right? You're going to have achy joints. Everything's going to feel a lot more stiff and achy. And if we stay hydrated, we're going to be able to counteract that, basically, right? So I would suggest buying a big thing of water right when you get to the airport so that we can basically pre-app and get hydrated as much as possible so that we don't feel as stiff and achy when we land. And then we're going to have a lot more time to continue staying hydrated as opposed to trying to backtrack the next couple of days just feeling stiff and achy. So when I got to the airport, I bought a liter of, I think, Fiji water, and I just kept it next to me on the airport, took a couple of the free waters they had as well that they offered, and I left that plane ride feeling a lot better than I would have and what I had in the past when I didn't react like that. A couple healthy snacks. Sometimes you can do this when you're at the airport, but I went to the grocery store on the way to the airport. I got 2 protein bars. One was 30 grams of protein, one was 20, and then I got a whole bag of beef jerky as well, and that was, I think, maybe 30 grams of protein. So overall, a decent amount of protein, a little bit of fat, a little bit of carbs, and it's a much, much, much better option than, say, like a sandwich or a burrito at the airport or chips or nuts or anything like that. Nuts are okay, but they tend to be a little fatty and a little salty. So things like that are going to go a long way. They're going to get you towards your protein goal for the day. They're going to help you at least maintain muscle, if not grow some more. And they're going to help keep our sugars and our fats relatively low. Um, so that's a really, really easy access. You can also do pre-made protein shakes that you buy at the store, at the convenience store, at the airport. All those little things that you're going to think about beforehand are going to help you a lot more in terms of your long-term success. Another thing we can think about that most of us struggle with is just moving in general. When we travel a lot, we're ultimately sitting down for many hours at a time, right? So this flight that I just took was 5 hours. I had a 2-hour delay beforehand and like a 45-minute wait taxiing to get off the plane. So it was a decent amount of time. And that was after a full work day. That was after working like 6 or 7 hours, traveling, just doing a bunch of things. It was a very, very long day. So I did my best to get a little bit of a workout before the flight. And then on the flight, I did my best as well to get up and stand and move around every once in a while. Every hour or two, I would take a little lap. I would go to the bathroom, just stretch my legs a little bit, One of the times I went to the bathroom, I did some calf raises. I did like 30 or 40 calf raises just to get some blood flow and circulation and make sure that I'm not so stiff and achy and everything just feels kind of like that bloated feeling when you get off the plane. So again, movement is medicine, so we want to prioritize that as much as possible. And if we have time after the flight, when we land in our destination, it would be amazing for us to get a mini workout there as well. Again, to pump the blood, get that circulation flowing, all that good stuff. Um, if we don't have time before or after the workout, before or after our flight and to work out, we need to think about that 30,000-foot view and pre-plan when we're going to be able to actually have some activity during our trip. So most of my clients are traveling for work and they don't have a lot of time to go to the gym. So I can easily help them uh, create a workout for their hotel room, or even hotel gym if they have access to that as well. So it's going to go a long way, right? So if we just get there and we're going to feel exhausted and say, I'm just going to get some sleep instead, it's typically going to get us further away from our goals. So instead of that, again, we're pre-acting, planning things ahead of time so we can actually have that long-term success. And basically those excuses are no longer valid and don't exist. And therefore, we're going to continue chipping away at our goals and getting healthy, getting fit. And we're never going to have these speed bumps plateaus that most people have when they're traveling very often. So it could be a 15, 20-minute workout in the hotel room. It could be 4 or 5 exercises that you're just going through on repeat, getting some blood flow, getting some circulation, getting the heart rate up, getting the body to move as a unit. You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel like you're going to recover faster from that long duration flight. And you're going to, again, make sure that we're not taking steps backwards and always taking steps forward. For instance, my clients, I have a client up in New York. He is a finance executive. Been working with him for 6 months now. Recently, he went on a trip that was for pleasure. He went to, I forget where he was, some islands in the Caribbean or something like that. But he was on a boat for a week, for 6 days, and there was a day on either side where he was at a hotel. So for that one, how I help my clients is I switched out his workouts for a body weight and banded workout. So I gave him some links to buy some easy bands on Amazon with some handles, and he brought, I think, 3 bands with him at different distances. And then I wrote him a workout in the app that he uses to make sure that he stays on track, stays getting a pump, stays getting some blood flow, just keeps that exercise routine present in mind. And what ended up happening was everyone around him was like, oh no, I want to use those bands too. So he actually spread the knowledge and spread the wealth, and everyone else was a lot healthier and happier because of that. Getting a pump out in the sun, all good stuff. So again, pre-acting instead of reacting is going to help you go a long way. It's going to go a long way with your success and make sure that we are, again, eliminating excuses, eliminating plateaus, and always moving forward. Which is an easy way that you can, again, pre-act as opposed to react. If you do have some more time, I would highly encourage you to hit a gym if you can. If you're on these if it's a work trip, you can kind of de-stress a little bit, hit some weights, make sure we're getting stronger, all that kind of stuff. So quick Google ahead of time. Where are the gyms near me? What gyms are nearby? What do they cost? Do they have a day pass? Sometimes they have free passes for a day. Again, just pre-acting, making sure that we're planning ahead in order to have that long-term success. Along with the workout type of stuff, when we are traveling, we are typically going to have a little bit more stress and anxiety in our day. And if you are a busy professional, like a lot of my clients, a lot of CEOs and executives and high performers, stress is basically the forefront of your schedule at all times. So we need to think about managing that. Pre-acting for sure, but just managing it in general in terms of allowing our stress to be reduced and not come shoot us in the foot later on. So even if you're not going to do a full-on strength workout, think about some stretching, some quick yoga and mobility drills, some things that get some blood flow, get some reduction of your heart rate, bring your nervous system down, and make sure that you're actually fully recovering so that we can attack our work with full force. What else we got here? Just taking some notes. So overall, what we want to do is think about that 30,000-foot view. I help my clients, again, think about things beforehand, make sure that we're taking everything one step at a time, but planning it ahead of time, thinking about our hydration, thinking about our meals, thinking about our frequency of the meals, thinking about our management of stress and anxiety, thinking about our promotion of our strength within our workouts. So when we do this, when we think about this, we have this kind of mindset shift as opposed to thinking about taking things one at a time and having these blinders on, which typically shoots in the foot. We're going to set ourselves up for some long-term success, and it really, really goes a long way. So if any of you guys are busy professionals and you're currently struggling in order to keep your fitness and nutrition routine on point while you're traveling, feel free to shoot some comments on this live here, or you can send me a DM and tell me your situation. If it makes sense, that we can hop on a quick call so we can give you a quick audit of what you're doing currently, and see where you have room for improvement, and see where you could have more room for success. And if you like this kind of content and you like learning more about how you can turn your busy lifestyles as a busy professional into more of a holistic success in terms of fitness and nutrition and overall lifestyle type of stuff, I'm running a mastermind this coming Wednesday, October 4th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to basically break down my entire philosophy as an executive fitness coach and consultant, and giving you some really great feedback and really great examples on how I teach my clients, how I help them on a daily basis, and it's going to give you a lot of golden nuggets that you can take home and be more successful on your own. And that's about all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something and change your mindset a little bit. Again, if you ever need any help or want a quick audit of your current situation, I'd be happy to help you. So again, thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy schedule on Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend. Get some workouts in, prioritize that hydration, prioritize those real whole foods, get a good workout in. I will talk to you soon.